Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Bitcoin market review for the 13th of December 2022. And before we get into the price action, I want to point you to the economic calendar. And we can see at 8:30 yesterday we had the CPI numbers, which are a very high impact news event. And if you look at the charts, you can see this big candle right here pushed up quite quickly. And we also have a gap in here. Don't have a gap that often, but here we have a gap, which is due to the high impact news event. And we had a couple of setups, one in the morning and then a couple a little bit later. The first one is a 5-minute setup around 4 a.m. and it is, well, I have to zoom in a little bit more so it is a little bit more apparent. So we have these highs right here, well, this high. You can see in this up push right here, which we started, we broke this high. We moved up with this wick quite far into this high or into these wicks, and so we expect them to be ran. So we expect price to go higher. So we can use the Fib tool. Also note the fair value gap right here. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit further so you can see that price actually reached the fair value gap right here. You can see in this down push it actually reached the fair value gap. So this would have been the entry. And you can see price first goes up, comes back down into a discount, touches the fair value gap, then immediately reverses and then pushes up quickly above these highs and this high right here, and also this high right here, and even this high. So it took out a couple of highs on this fast up move at like 4:55. No news event at that time, but pushed up really quickly right here. So beautiful trade setup, beautiful trade to journal. Okay, and then we go further. You can see right here we had the CPI numbers right here. First a push down and then push up, leaves a gap. Actually, we can draw out this gap already. We're gonna need that later on anyways. And yeah, first setup is right in here, and it might be apparent that there is a setup on the 5-minute, so it is apparent that there's a setup on the 1-minute. And we're gonna look at it right now. So we take this swing high right here. So price went into a consolidation right here. You can see consolidates, and then starts to break lower, taking out this low and this low. So we have a downtrend forming, and we also have a fair value gap right here, which is in a premium. Price pushes then back up into this fair value gap, which is in a premium, touches it once, drops back down into a discount, and comes back up to touch it once more prior to then continuing the downtrend. And we have this low, which has not yet been attacked. We take that, and also this low with the huge fair value gap left behind. We also take this and consolidate, and eventually we drop down into this gap. So price comes all the way back down to fill this gap, and then you can see it starts to consolidate after that. So this is a beautiful entry for this down move, or this whole down leg right here. And there are actually a couple more setups in this down leg. So this was the first setup, which was a 1-minute setup, and then we have next we have 2 more 5-minute setups also in this down leg. And the first one is, you can see this drop right here, which goes quite far into this fair value gap. And we have a nice fair value gap right here, which price then fills right here. We can also draw out the discount and premium. You can see price pushes up into a nice premium, fills the fair value gap, and then continues down lower. And here we actually have one setup right after the other. So we have this setup, price pushes up and then pushes down lower, taking out this low. And this Swing is another setup right here. You can see price then, I mean it is a tiny fair value gap, but I'll try to draw it out. There we go. Can I do it? I have to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, while we're zoomed in, you can see price touches the fair value gap or goes into the fair value gap, goes above the high of this candle right here, and then continues down lower. And then this is kind of like the faster, actually, that's not what I wanted. This down leg right here is like the faster delivery of this target. You can see first price accelerates to push into this fair value gap, then consolidates a little bit and then accelerates down to fill the whole fair value gap and to fill the gap down here. And after filling the gap, price starts to reverse, starts to push up higher again, and kind of consolidates upwards into the close. And we have in this up move, or after the fill of the gap right here, you can see we have a reversal. So we have the low, we have the high, a higher low, and then a higher high, which breaks first this high and also this high over here. So we have a shift in market structure. So at this point we would be looking for longs. And we have a long setup on the 1 minute. So this up push was the one that broke market structure or confirmed the break in market structure on the 5-minute chart. And so we can look for longs, and we have a beautiful long setup on the 1 minute right here. From the low to the high, we draw out the fib tool. We can see this push up goes above this high and above this high, and closely above that is this high with this fair value gap, and also this high with this fair value gap right here, which price then takes on this up move. So after printing this high, price retraces back down into a discount, fully fills this fair value gap, touches the down close candle, which is the order block. So touches it, stays in the discount a little bit, pushes into premium, then comes back down to touch the fair value gap once more, and then eventually it pushes up higher. And I think it even touches the fair value gap once more right here, or just, no, actually it just nearly misses it. And it comes back down to it right here. So you can see this is quite a nice level then. Price respects it, fills the fair value gap right here, touches it again here, comes very close here, and then eventually touches it here once more, prior to then pushing up to take out this high right here with, there's still an imbalance right here, or fair value gap. So yeah, overall, quite nice price action for a CPI numbers day. So CPI numbers, as I said, is a very high impact news event, and price action can get very sloppy after such a news event. But actually, it was very nice delivery. Nice setup in the morning, then nice setups on the short side all the way down into this gap, and then price retraced upwards again. So yeah, very nice movement. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions of what you want to see on this channel. And yeah, I hope I see you guys again. Bye.